We recently had the Dodge Grand Caravan and Chrysler Town & Country minivans on the show, and we liked them a lot. But we did note at that time that they no longer sell a short wheelbase version, which definitely excludes a lot of people looking for something that is smaller and cheaper.
Well, look no further because Dodge now has this. It's the Journey. It's a crossover vehicle that's really going to appeal to buyers that don't want a typical SUV or sedan, and it's just as practical as a minivan. Crossovers are the hottest thing in the automotive industry right now, and I think this Journey is going to be a big hit.
It is based on a car platform. That's why it's called a crossover. The same platform that's used for the Dodge Avenger sedan and the Chrysler Sebring sedan. These vehicles have really replaced what many families used for decades to move people and their stuff around, the station wagon. The same kind of utility, but way cooler.
The styling's nothing revolutionary, but it's a pleasant enough vehicle to look at, and it has the signature Dodge front grille. This Journey has the chrome appearance package, so it has fog lights, 19-inch chrome-clad wheels, and performance suspension. I really think that the Journey is going to appeal to those buyers that like the Dodge look that's been featured on a lot of their other products.
The Journey is sold as a 5-seater or as a 5+2, which means that the third row of seats is for occasional use. Our SXT model without the third row has a large cargo area, and because there are no extra seats, a hidden storage area under the floor that runs the length of the bottom. There are even nice touches like rubber pads installed in the grab handle for comfort and better grip.
We know the Journey is going to be a huge hit because of the price. The base 4-cylinder front-wheel drive starts at under $20,000. And if you want to get the higher-end version, the RT all-wheel drive, it starts at under $30,000. That's a lot of value. Now this middle-of-the-road version, the SXT, is what Dodge thinks is going to be their volume seller, and it's priced at $24,995. Even on the base model, there's a long list of standard equipment, including tilt telescopic steering, power windows and doors, 6-disc AM/FM MP3 radio, dual glove boxes, air conditioning, front, side, and curtain airbags, traction and stability control, and brake assist. Now remember, the Journey starts at $19,995. Pretty good so far.
The dash is stylish with a silver center console that's attractive. However, the radio is low and requires diverting your eyes off the road. But on this SXT, there are handy radio controls behind the steering wheel. There is storage in the center with cup holders and an armrest. One thing we don't like is the instrument pod behind the steering wheel. It looks like an afterthought. Somebody stuck it on at the last moment. Okay, if you're a thief that likes to break into cars, or maybe you're a Canada Customs border agent, turn off your TV set now. Okay, check this out. This is what they call the flip and stow storage area. It's hidden under the front passenger seat. And also check this out. Under the floor in the rear passenger area are 2 more hidden cargo areas. Can you say shopping trip to the States?
The back door opens 90 degrees, so it's a lot easier to get in and out of. The seats recline, and when you fold the armrest down, you've got a couple of cup holders, and it doubles as a ski pass-through.
Now, as we mentioned, this Journey is based on the Dodge Avenger platform. And earlier this season, we had the Avenger with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. That's also the basic engine that's in this vehicle. And we weren't that impressed with it. It didn't really feel that refined, especially when you compare it to the 4 cylinders available in import vehicles. Now, I already mentioned that the SXT, the one we're driving here, will probably be the volume leader. And it should be because the drivetrain is so much more refined. The SXT and RT both get a 3.5-liter V6 with 235 horsepower, and it's matched to a 6-speed automatic compared to a 4-speed if you get the 4-cylinder. The power is smooth, quiet, and the tranny is smooth and efficient in its shifts. The 3.5-liter gets 13.5 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, or 21 miles per gallon, and 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, or 33 miles per gallon, only slightly less efficient than the 4-cylinder motor. When you're reviewing a vehicle like this, you always have to keep in mind who's going to use it, the end user. And it's a family, moving things around with ease. It doesn't have to cost that much to do it. And this vehicle, I think, does a lot of those things well. You also have to look at it in the marketplace, what it compares to. The one vehicle that comes to mind that's been a huge hit for Ford is the Ford Edge. And that's why I think this vehicle will be a huge hit, because first of all, it's cheaper than a Ford Edge and it has the availability of getting that third row of seats, and the Ford Edge doesn't even offer that. It's obvious to me that the improvements that Chrysler has made over the last year, especially with the introduction of that great new Town & Country minivan, have trickled down into this vehicle. It's smooth, it's quiet, especially the quietness on the inside is what people will appreciate.
The Journey has a very supple ride thanks to the independent suspension that's been designed to soak up road noise, vibrations, and harshness, and it does a very good job. If you like a smooth, quiet, comfortable ride, the Journey might just be what you're looking for. The base 4-cylinder model is only sold as front-wheel drive, but when you get into the V6 versions, they can be ordered with either front-wheel or all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive system is what's called an on-demand all-wheel drive, which means the torque is sent to the rear wheels when slip is detected, or when the Journey's driving between about 40 and 105 kilometers an hour for better handling. Handling is what you'd expect. It takes corners nicely and it soaks up bumps with ease. But the Journey's not a performance vehicle. It does what it's asked to do with very little fuss. It was really easy to find a comfortable driving position in the Journey. You've got tilt and telescopic steering, the seats are fully adjustable and they're firm but not too hard. My only complaint is that the shifter is just too far back.
Well, Lacey, I think this Journey's set for big things, and here's one of the reasons why. This SXT, the volume seller they're thinking, starts at $24,000, and even with the chrome package and a few other extras, it's still only $28,000. Great price. Do you agree?
I do agree, Zach. One of the things I really like about this vehicle is the styling. There's nothing stand-outish about it, but it's nice and clean and looks really handsome. I like the fact that you have the option to get 5 or 7 seats in this vehicle. I also like that there are a lot of other optional features available, like the all-wheel or front-wheel drive, and there's some really innovative storage ideas which we haven't seen in any other vehicles. On the downside, I mentioned it before, but I really don't like the position of the shifter, and it's a bit uncomfortable, especially if you're going to be using the manual shifting. Zach, what do you think?
Well, I think the price is killer. Unbelievable. It's under $20,000 where it starts, and the standard features list is really incredible. When you get it out on the road, I wasn't expecting what I got, and it's the ride. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's pretty powerful, and it's a good all-round vehicle for a family. There's nothing else in the market at this price point. I think they have a nice niche for themselves there. And the one thing I don't like, and I always mention it when we have Chrysler products, is the interior dash is not up to snuff. They didn't go that last tenth and get it perfect, especially that pod behind the steering wheel. It looks really kind of cheap. But you know what? Chrysler's going to have to buy the rights to Don't Stop Believing. Whoa, hold on. Journey, come on. Don't stop.
For complete specs, go to our website at drivingtelevision.com.